皆さんこんにちは、くまにゃんkumakumaです。Hello, welcome to my channel. Halo semuanya. So today I will introduce you about Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact is a free-to-play RPG game made by Hoyoverse, where you can play with your friend, family, or a random person all around the world. Just choose the character you want, make a team for them, and have fun. So let's get started. Hoyoverse is giving a new free 4-star character with the new Fontaine update. And after a bit test, she is surprisingly a good new character, and even with a low budget build, I can bring her through the abyss. Maybe you cannot compare her with other gacha character, and when you trying her damage, she maybe cannot meet your expectation. But as for a free character, she is one of the good character that worth for you to build. And in this video, I will using only 4-star weapon with her talent at level 1 and see what she can do. At the first try, I trying to use full EM build on her, and because her burst is need 70 energy, so I will use Phoenix Sword to refill her burst. And as you can see, even with the particles that come from Phoenix Sword, her burst cannot be full. So I changed the sand into ER sand, and to make the Phoenix particles more consistent, I use crit rate for the circlet to see if she can manage to use her burst in every rotation. As you can see, sometimes she managed to fill her burst with Phoenix Sword particle, but she needs a bit more energy recharge to fill her burst for every rotation. How about Sacrificial Sword? Maybe if she can use her skill 2 times, those particles can fill her burst in every rotation. And as my expectation, by using her skill twice, she can manage to fill her burst energy, so she can use her burst for every rotation. Not only that, by comparing the time challenge, by using Phoenix Sword and Sacrificial Sword, I can even finish the Spiral Abyss faster. You don't even need to unlock her Constellation, not even need a 5-star weapon, and without leveling her talent, she can still be a good support for your team. Lynette is voiced by Sasahara Yu. So in this video, I will tell everything you need to know about Lynette regarding how to build her and her team that will also contain her best artifact, weapon, constellation, and more. For normal attack, she will do up to 4 sword attack and will do 2 heavy slash attack for charge attack. For elemental skill, by pressing the elemental skill button, she will do an Enigma Thrush and deal anemo damage to enemy. And when you hold the elemental skill button, she will enter a shadow state that will move faster and apply a shadow shine to enemy, and at the end of this state, she will do an Enigma Thrush and deal anemo damage to that enemy. But only one enemy can have this shadow shine, and if Lynette is too far from that enemy, the shadow shine will be cancelled and applied to the new enemy. You can end the hold skill by pressing the elemental skill button again. When Enigma Thrust is hit opponent, Lynette will heal her own HP, but after 4 seconds, she will lose a certain amount of her HP. The amount she get and lose from this skill is same even when using press or hold. At specific interval, Lynette will unleash a Surging Blade that will deal extra animal damage. This Surging Blade cannot be reset by Sacrificial Sword. For Elemental Burst, she will deal AoE anemo damage and make a giant Bugle Cat Box. This cat box will taunting enemies nearby and deal anemo damage. And when this cat box is contact with other element, it will infuse with that element and fire a vivid shot that deal contacted element. Thanks to her passive, after using her burst, your team will get a attack plus for each party member with different element. For C1, her elemental skill will create a vortex that pull enemies nearby. C2, her burst will fire an extra vivid shot. C3 will increase her burst level by 3. C4 will give 1 charge to her skill. C5 will increase her skill level by 3. C6, after using her skill, she will gain an anemo infusion and her anemo damage will increase by 20% for 6 seconds. For weapon, as I did show you at the Spiral Abyss play, because she need more energy for her burst, so she need to use an energy recharge weapon. And after a few showcase, I can say her best weapon is Sacrificial Sword, but if you want to use 5-star weapon, you can use Skyward Blade as her weapon. The other ER weapon is Fafnir's Sword. This weapon also good, but as you can see at the Spiral Abyss session before, the particle from this weapon is not enough to refill her burst, so you need more ER to make her burst is ready for every rotation. For the artifact, Viridescent Wanderer is the best artifact for her, and of course you can use Noblesse Obligate because she will use her burst very often, but it will better to use Viridescent Wanderer on her and Noblesse Obligate on other character. For Sand, Goblet, and Circlet, use ER Sand, EM or Anemo for Goblet, Crit or EM for Circlet. I will prefer using EM for her Goblet because when she use her burst and her burst in infuse, EM will give more damage than Anemo. And for the Circlet, if you are not using Fafnir's Sword, you can use EM for her Circlet instead. For her team, because Lynette will be your support, and she will use Viridian Wanderer, so the other character can be the one with Noblesse Obligate such as Bennett, or maybe you can use Mika or Sarah, depend on your team. And the other two will be a DPS and sub DPS or support. As for DPS, you can use Pyro or Hydro or even Electro, but if you use Bennett, I prefer using another Pyro DPS or even Hydro DPS. For Pyro DPS, you can use Lynette, Diluc, Kili, Yoimiya, or even Hutao. And for Hydro DPS, Tartaglia or Kamisato Ayato is your choice. For sub DPS, I prefer using Xiangling, Yelan, or even Xingqiu, depend on your DPS. By using 3 different elements is good enough for her, especially if you are using Pyro Resonance. The bonus attack that will get will be more than using the 4 different elements. So this is all my guide for Lynette. Hope this guide can be useful, and if there anything you want to add, just write in the comment below, and see you guys on the next video.